Today we're going to talk about the most dangerous city in the world. This city has seen several fierce battles throughout history as various civilizations fought for dominance. The city is undergoing a sort of underground renaissance, abandoning its infamous reputation for violence and embracing its numerous attractions instead. It is a wonderful city with a fascinating history. The streets of this city are a living, breathing testament to its past and may be the most genuine city in Italy. Because of this long history, the city is full of ancient structures including cathedrals, squares, and buildings. The best thing to do here is get acquainted with the city and all it offers, from its tangible history to its flavorful cuisine. But let's look at the top 5 things that you can do in Naples, the most dangerous city in the world. Number 5. Climb Mount Vesuvius. The earliest rock on Mount Vesuvius dates to roughly 300,000 years ago, making it an ancient volcano. Mount Vesuvius is around 1,281 meters tall, has a symmetrical center cone, and has steep forested sides. The entire Mount Vesuvius National Park is stunning and fruitful, with numerous small farms and wineries that are home to heirloom varieties with distinctive characters. Travelers from all over the world ascend the path to the crater every year to see down into its depths. Over the course of its existence, there have been several eruptions, about 30 of which happened after Pompeii was destroyed. World War II's 1944 eruption was the most recent one. Vesuvius is the only volcano on the European mainland to have erupted in the past century, and as so many populated areas are located in its danger zone, it is thought to be particularly dangerous. However, volcanoes operate on very long timescales, and this one is currently dormant. Today, it is possible to visit this amazing natural phenomenon by bus from Naples and descend its slopes to gaze into the crater. The trek will take 20 to 30 minutes and is not thought to be very difficult. On a clear day, the views from the summit are simply amazing. Number 4. Go incognito with San Gennaro catacombs. Have you ever wished to explore a mysterious underground environment with a ton of intricate pathways and details? The San Gennaro catacombs offer precisely this. The San Gennaro catacombs are a must-see if you're seeking something to do in Naples. Once underground, you will discover a labyrinth of tunnels and pathways that are dotted with ancient cemeteries and crypts. The catacombs, located just 100 steps beneath the city, contain more than 3,000 graves, including that of San Gennaro, the renowned patron saint of Naples. The 2 floors of the catacombs are all made of stone, and the arched ceilings are up to 6 meters high. The lower catacombs, which would have housed the less privileged sections of society, have a reassuring uniformity to their grid-like layout. Bishops were buried in the top catacombs, which are the descendants of a single early Christian tomb. Entering the catacombs is like entering a time machine. It's like entering another era. In the stone depths of the catacombs, you can find some of the oldest works of Christian art in all of Italy. To ensure that you fully comprehend and appreciate what you are seeing, you should take a guided tour, and you'd end up learning a lot more. Number 3. Visit the ruins of Pompeii. In the shadow of the recognizable Mount Vesuvius, there existed a historic city called Pompeii. The joy and prosperity of this town came to an end at noon on August 24, 79 AD, when Mount Vesuvius erupted, sending a 10-mile mushroom cloud of ash and pumice into the stratosphere. During the course of the next 12 hours, the inhabitants of Pompeii were forced to evacuate in fear due to volcanic ash and a hail of pumice stones up to 3 inches in diameter. Around 2,000 people remained in Pompeii, hiding underground in caves or other stone buildings to survive the eruption. Due to the massive layer of ash that formed over the fragmentary ruins and served as a preserver, Pompeii is still in wonderful shape today, despite the destruction it underwent and the volume of lava that spilled over it. Today, you can travel to Pompeii and explore the city's huge ruins. The amphitheater, the Casa del Fauno, the Temple of Apollo, and the Temple of Jupiter are all noteworthy locations. Explore the impressively well-maintained and renovated Big Theater, where if you talk while standing in the middle of the stage, everyone in the seats can hear you. Visit the brothel, which is renowned for its distinctive lewd paintings over each doorway describing what happened indoors. Additionally, you can locate plaster castings of a lot of the tragic victims who were buried beneath the ash and are forever frozen in their dead position. You can find 13 of these ashen figures in different positions in the Garden of the Fugitives. A visit to Pompeii is a unique and otherworldly experience that you won't find anywhere else in the world. Number 2, marvel at Castel Nuovo. Any trip to Naples would not be complete without visiting Castel Nuovo, a prominent feature of the city's skyline. The castle has a complex marble facade in the center, encircled by fortifications and massive brick towers. The building includes a museum with a remarkable collection of artwork from the 14th to the 19th centuries, including sculptures, frescoes, and paintings. The Palatina Chapel and the Hall of the Barons are the only 2 rooms in the castle that have undergone a full restoration and entirely retained their historic appearance. If you plan to visit Naples, you must see the magnificent Gothic architecture of this hall, which boasts a distinctive ribbed stone ceiling that unfolds like a flower above you. Locals attribute Castel Nuovo's fame to the crocodile pit over all else. The pit was once known as the Pit of the Millet because it was used to store grain during the Aragonese era. However, it was later used to house inmates who had been given harsher penalties. A version of the story claims that the vain and erratic Queen Giovanna used to dispose of her lovers by tossing them through a trap door in a pit filled with razor-sharp sword points, and of course, a crocodile. During the celebration of her marriage to Giacomo of Bourbon, Queen Giovanna personally brought this dangerous beast from Egypt to Naples. What a fierce woman. Number 1, visit Cappella San Severo. In the center of Naples' historical district stands the San Severo Chapel Museum, a gem of global art history. Baroque ingenuity, dynastic pride, beauty, and mystery combine in this setting to produce a singular and almost everlasting ambiance. The San Severo Chapel is one of the most impressive structures that the human mind has ever conjured up. In addition to numerous well-known sculptures, the church is home to a vast collection of artwork. It contains masterpieces like the famous Veiled Christ, known throughout the world for the remarkable tissue-like quality of the marble, virtuosic performances like Disillusion, and enigmatic creations like the anatomical machines. The flooring, designed by Francesco Celebrano, is still present in fragmentary form in the chapel's right side exit passageway. The path descends to a staircase where 2 painstakingly preserved human artery systems, one belonging to a man and the other to a woman, can be found. The question of whether the artery systems in the models are replicas or actual remains up for debate. If they are real, how exactly were they preserved in such a remarkable state? This mystery surrounding the alchemist prince and his skills have persisted for more than 200 years. The interior of this chapel is incredibly spectacular and the real draw, even though the outside is quite plain and modest. The ceiling is decorated with an exquisite fresco, and numerous marble figures stand to watch at each pillar. This city has witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations and has been significant in Italian history. Naples is just as vibrant and is filled with wonderful historical buildings in a more natural setting, even though it may not have the gloss and glamour of Venice or Rome. Naples should be at the top of your must-see list for your Italy vacation because it is the birthplace of pizza and for other obvious reasons, as we have already highlighted. So, when do you plan on visiting Naples? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, where to next?